What's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. We up in this thing doing what we does. Y'all know, man. And apparently, let's get right into it. But apparently, Bob Arum says Terence Crawford is heading to pay-per-view in 2019. And hopefully that signals that or signifies that the Terence Crawford and Earl Spence fight is going to happen, because Bob Arum, we talked about it earlier, he's already dismissed a Danny Garcia or a Sean Porter fight. So he says that Alexander Buskin is better than whatever the dude name is, Ingus, the machine guy, is better than Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fights. They're not elite welterweights, but these little known guys from Eastern European, Lithuania, and Russia is apparently the quote unquote elite welterweights, which is sort of horse shit. Seeing them both fight. Buskin, I don't know. He's too early in stage. He only got 11 fights, but that's Bob Arum, typical Bob Arum shit, trying to sell fair skinned fighters, trying to present them to the American public as a white fighter, and that'll never work. As soon as they open their mouth up and don't speak no English or minimal English, the shit just don't work. All right. So Ingus got a fight coming up. He's average at best. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna play nice right here. He's average at best. But if he planned on putting Ingus and Crawford on pay-per-view, that's crazy. Apparently, Crawford did some good numbers on Nelson last night, and it was super lit in Omaha last night. You could tell he put on a performance, good performance. All right, did what he had to do. But him being pay-per-view, I mean, damn. Hopefully he would get another fight or two in. It'd be the latter of 2019 being pay-per-view. But it's like, Bob Arum's got it out for the kid, man. He had a pay-per-view with Victor Postal that rumored to do like 30 or 50K pay-per-view buys. It was premature as hell. Neither him or Postal were nowhere near the name. It's just the fact that HBO didn't want to pony up for the fight. So that's why that went to pay-per-view. And obviously they was pushing Top Rank out the door, and they were tired of paying for their in-house fight. So that is what it is. But I don't want to see him versus Ingus or Alexander Buskin or Adamas, who fought at junior middleweight last night, or a Custio Clayton on pay-per-view. They can try it. You know what I'm saying? They already tried it before. But at the end of the day, that's, I guess he got a minimum, and maybe they'll want to pony up on that 3.5 minimum. I think it's premature to put him on pay-per-view, but guess what? He's 31 years old. You know what I'm saying? So I figure, Bob Arum, he built, the greatest pay-per-view stars you've seen, Oscar and Floyd Mayweather. So I figure, he knows what he's doing. So he got an idea. He said people would pay to see Terence Crawford on, on pay-per-view. So, he runs, he know more about boxing than I do. So, go off his word. And hopefully this means that they're going to, make the Earl Spence fight happen if they taking it to pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't think that's a pay-per-view fight in itself, I think that should legitimately be a fight, a gift from Bob Arum and Showtime PPC for all the BS they put us through. And we shouldn't have to pay for that fight, but I wouldn't mind paying for it because I'm going to support the brothers in this fight. Just as if I don't go to the Wilder fight, I would pay for it, even though I'm not happy how the undercard. I'm just doing it off the strength of supporting black fighters. That's what us as black fight fans should do, is support our black fighters, just as the Mexicans, Cubans, and everybody else do, right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it is what it is. So we need to support them. I'm going to support them. Why it's in me is now if they turn around and do Crawford and Ingus, I'm not paying for that, bro. Just as they were to do like some Errol Smith, some Carlos Campo type shit, or Colazo on pay-per-view, I ain't paying for it, man. I'm just going to keep it a buck. I'm not supporting this shit, having them think they on some boss stuff on pay-per-view with these bum bashing and doing good numbers. So I'm going to be interested to see what this plan is. But he said it to ESPN, Boxing News 24 caught it as well. And he said that's what they want to do. Take Crawford to pay-per-view. The dude barely even got the chance to fight on ESPN, man. I know he fought in Dongo on ESPN. He might have had a fight before that on ESPN, the ESPN Plus app, and then he had this, fight on ESPN. So, I think they believe strongly in Crawford. Maybe they believe his star power is good. is great, but I do know his numbers outside of Omaha ain't that hot. You know, as far as attendance, Vegas, as far as as far as New York. You know, he ain't putting no asses in the seat, and neither is Lomachenko, other than the Rigondeaux fight. And he had a good showing with Linares, but they not filling up the Madison Square Garden 80, probably 50%. They not filling the Madison Square Garden up. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence put 15,000 in the Barclays Centers, and you know apparently some people believe that was because of Lamont Peterson, but I doubt that. People came out to see Errol Spence. Lamont Peterson didn't put 15,000 people. I don't even think the DC Armory 15,000 people when he fought Amir Khan. So at the end of the day, it's always, you know, they trying to take away from certain fighters, bro. But hey, it is what it is, man. Crawford pulling Omaha. It'll be interesting to see how they package the pay-per-view. One thing we do know for about Top Rank is that undercard ain't gonna be super stacked, you know. So, you know, it better be Errol Spence. You know, it better be Errol Spence. And if it ain't Errol Spence, it better be Keith Thurman. If it ain't Keith Thurman, it better be Sean Porter. If it ain't Sean Porter, I'm finding it hard pressed that you're going to get somebody to pay pay-per-view. Only hope is Danny Garcia. And you could think about it, you could probably have some people move up like Jose Ramirez, or even though he ain't shit as far as the pay-per-view pool or viewership pool. So it'll be interesting to see who they got in mind putting them in pay-per-view. And it'll be interesting to see you hardcore Crawford fans that pay for the pay-per-view. If it's not versus Errol Spence and it's versus Ingus or Alexander Buskin. I would love to see you guys videos and rebuttals on that. You know, my thing on pay-per-view, I'm not paying for no bullshit, man. I don't even want to pay for boxing, but I support certain fighters. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this Crawford thing he's going to pay-per-view next year. Like I said, hopefully it means it's gonna be the Errol Spence fight happening. I pray it's the Errol Spence fight happening. And if it is, we definitely in for a treat. You know, Bob said last night he willing to make that fight now. So let's see if they can get on the horn and make some things happen and get this fight in. You know, I'm willing to pay pay-per-view for it, even though I don't believe it's a pay-per-view fight. You know, neither one of these dudes have pay-per-view personalities. I think Earl has more personality. Now he's starting to show, get in the ring, and do some things that he need to do. And I think that's some of his people trying to push him that way, saying that you need to show character, you need to show some of your personality. And I think he listening. Bud is just gonna be Bud. And that's gonna, he's happy making what he's making, but ultimately it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be his own undoing. Okay, it's gonna be his own undoing. Not undoing as far as his career, but he gonna leave a lot of money on the table. But he making a lot of money, so as long as he doing right with his money, you know, you can't be mad at him, man. But pay-per-view, man, versus some of them top-ranked mismatches, shit, I ain't paying $5. You know, what y'all talking about, pay-per-view on the ESPN Plus app, then I got you. But other than that, nah, doc, I move on. You know, back to life, back to reality. For Bob Arum, we need to snap back from reality, bro. You know what I'm saying? Need to wake up and get him some Folgers coffee, you know. Need to wake up and change his Depends or something like that, man. Boy, a little bit hot, huh? Talking about Crawford versus pay-per-view. If it ain't versus Spence, like DJ Quick said, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. If you don't fight Spence, it don't make sense. All right, not on pay-per-view. You know, that's my motto for Crawford. On pay-per-view, if you don't fight Spence, it don't make sense. All right, y'all know what it is. Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget to check us out in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here, Boxing 101, early morning grind on Goodfellas Sports TV. Live boxing talk show. You know, y'all listen and get, you know, some boxing in the morning, where you don't get that really nowhere else but right here with the LDBC on YouTube. And then Trill Boxing Talk go on, and then for 9 go on after that. Before me, it's Famous and Junior. So, you know, we holding it down, man. You know, giving y'all boxing in the morning, all morning long. Something for y'all to hold on to. And we got the brothers that go live in the afternoon. So, you know, we got you locked down with the good sports, the good basketball. You know, we will continue to hold it down. But don't forget, we on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. If you want to make a PayPal donation, the link's in the description. Those social media links in the description. Check me out. You got a video request, just DM me there. And I'll try to get to your video request as soon as possible. But y'all know what it is. One time for the one time. Shout out to the LDBC. We gone.